I don't know if anyone's watching yet, but we start the draft at 9. We don't just start whenever the number one pick's ready. um, I guess I'll just go ahead and start talking. All right, so we got about 9 minutes before the draft starts. I just wanted to kind of run through a couple of things um, before I get into the analysis I'm going to do. Please make sure that um, you understand that at the beginning of the second round, there is a 1 minute limit on your pick. And that's because the draft is long enough as it is. And we don't have a lot of time on a weeknight to just sit around and let you scroll through people when you're on the clock. The thing I always say is make sure that you're looking at picks as they're being picked, and then you're going to kind of look through and see who you want. By the time your pick comes up, you should be ready to go. Jeff is probably the best at picking his guys. I think throughout the whole drafts that we've done together, he's maybe waited 15 seconds for the most amount of time that he's had to pick. Um, Also, first round, I'm not going to skip anyone unless I know you're not here. I know the Patriots, Falcons, and Vikings will not be here. And I'm going to go through the first round picks. And if you guys know if any of these guys are not going to be here, please just let me know. And that way that'll save us a little more time also. After the draft is over, I'll record the picks like I always do for my post draft analysis. And then we'll go to preseason. It is very important for you new guys to know you sign one free agent for the entire preseason. We don't do any kind of hoarding or anything like that. If I see you sign more than one, and I know when it happens because I know when we're going to advance on the schedule and everything. So if you sign more than one, I'm going to ask you to release them. If you don't release them, then I will edit them to make sure they suck, and then you'll release them because they suck. Very simple. All right. Okay, so let's get into what we're doing here. Draft order. I'm going to break down the first round because it gets too complicated after that. Black Knight sitting at number one. You know that team is not that great. They can go a lot of different directions. I always say when you're number one, you got to take a playmaker, somebody that can really help you. Um, I like to go offense when I'm that early in the draft, unless there's just a great dynamic defensive player. And I haven't scouted everybody, of course, but I didn't see anyone transcendent. But I'll look through that after we're done with the order. Bulls at number 2, 49ers number 3, Bengals led by Steve Urkel number 4, Packers at number 5, the Saints are 6, Cowboys are 7. He probably won't be here. Oilers are at 8, Seahawks 9, Buccaneers are 10, Colts at 11, Patriots 12. He won't be here. Shamrocks are 13, Desperados 14, Monarchs 15, Jags 16, Marshall 17, Chiefs are 18, Panthers 19, Falcons 20. They won't be here. Giants are 21, Shamrocks 22, 23 Broncos, 24 Vikings who won't be here, 25 Bears, 26 Jets, 27 Buccaneers, 28 Oilers, 29 49ers, 30 Eagles, 31 Browns, and 32 Rams. All right. My one free draft hint, make sure you take a look at draft stories. Those do make a difference, usually in terms of development, more so than anything else. Now, let's take a look at some of the top players based on what I scouted. Thomas Robbins looks like he's going to be a good left tackle. Derwin Veal is going to be a very good outside linebacker, I believe. I believe he has a good storyline also. Like Bryce Sewell, and I'm just doing first round picks. Bryce Sewell at middle linebacker looks like a good player. Evan Eaton, defensive end. I think he'll be pretty good. Milner, very good possession receiver. Doesn't have the physical speed that you normally like. Cloister at tight end has everything except for the top end speed. He'll probably be good except for that. Oakley, middle linebacker. He'll be very good. I don't know about his development, but he'll be a good player no matter what. Um, y'all talked about the corners. Let's take a look at these corners because y'all said there weren't really any good corners. I didn't scout that many, obviously, but the ones I did. Golson, I think Golson will be pretty good. He's fast. He's got number 140, number one. You know, his acceleration will be really good, and he's got pretty good skills. Um, there's another guy. Well, he's not a first round pick. Ship, don't take Ship. Ship's gonna be a bust. So only two first round corners. That's not very good. So I expect Golson to come off the board pretty fast if you're looking for a corner. Looking at the other positions, like I was doing just a minute ago, just first round, Torrance at right guard. He's going to be a good player. He should go early if you need a lineman. Xavier Dada definitely has the skills, and he's got some physical talents too. So for a good user, I believe that's a good pick. Let's see, Welsh at right guard. He'll be pretty good. Um, I don't know about Livingston. I don't know about him, man. He's got good hit power, but he's got acceleration, but that I don't see much else there. Hawley as a speed rusher DN. He's not that fast, but he's got good skills, so you can use him pretty well. McCray at wide receiver, same thing, good skills. He doesn't have the top end speed. This is another draft with receivers that don't have top end speed for whatever reason. It's like the second draft in a row that we've had that. And then you got some linemen down here. Group of linemen. I like Lehman at right guard pretty good if you need an offensive lineman there. Hecker, pretty good across the board at center. Devlin, I think Hecker's the better center between him and Devlin. But then watch, I'm sure the other guy will be better. Alright, here's some 3 first round busts you want to avoid. Ship at corner, I already talked about him. Sproles at DN, I think he'll be a bust. McKee outside linebacker, he's got some speed and physical talent. If you're going to use him, he'll be alright. But I don't think he's going to have the skills that you want to have. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this going for a little bit and see how it goes as we go into the first round. We're 1 minute outside of draft time. I saw that Cody posted in the chat, make sure you post your pictures. Yeah, please post your pictures because everybody wants to see how these guys come out that we've been scouting the vast majority of the season. If anyone has questions, you got about 30 seconds. If you want to ask something, I got the chat up. I don't even know how many's watching. I'm not even watching my numbers right now. Let's see. How many we got watching? 5. 5 out of 32. Well, that's something. See, this is why I don't do the live stuff anymore. Alright, 9 o'clock. Here we go. We're advancing. Black Knights, I hope you're on and ready. I think you said you were. If you're watching, you probably ain't watching. Alright, we're going to start. Remember, no time limit right now. I don't pick till the second, so I'm going to commentate the first round, and then I'm going to pause because I got the first pick in the second round, and I'll stop the stream, and then we'll just go like we normally do. So I will commentate based on what's in the chat and whoever picks if I know something about them. I didn't scout everybody in the first because I didn't have a pick for a while. Let's see. Of course, my phone's going off. Well, I just talked about Veal, and I'll tell you, Veal had a good storyline, and he just picked up Karstens for me in a trade. That trade was for the number 33 pick in the draft, the first pick in the second round. So he's going to have 3 good linebackers at least. All right. And then the Bulls have taken Timms at free safety. I do remember scouting him. He had A- hit power. That was a big draw. Um, Lee, I don't know what your problem is, man. Just restart or something. 49ers take Oakley. That was a good pick. But back to Timms. Timms had A- hit power. And if you get someone, especially a safety with strong hit power, it helps break up plays. And yeah, I see the picture of Veal. He came out really good. I know with his storyline he was going to be. Then he had good skills also. Um, 3-4 pass rush guy. Um, if he's playing 3-4, I would have that guy come in every play. He can move finesse and power moves. I see the picture for Oakley. I'm surprised he didn't have a better come out on that. But an 88 speed for a middle linebacker, that's a user's dream. Um, that is definitely something special. All right, I see the Bengals took Golson, the best corner. He needed corners bad. We had a trade. I gave him Jamarcus Amos, who's a good zone corner. And with Golson, he'll have a speed guy on the outside to kind of pair with him. Or you can, depending on his other corners, you can put Golson in the slot to, come out. I see the picture for Tim's superstar development. Yeah, 73 overall. Yeah, I figured he was gonna be a little lower, but you develop those skills. He's got the physical talent, and with superstar development, that's what you want. You want to have someone with physical talent already. It's cheaper to upgrade the skills, and you see the 90 hit power there with 90 speed, 92 acceleration at 6'3". Those are a great combination of tools right there, and that was a really it was a good pick. I wouldn't have took him at 2. But if you felt like, someone else was going to get him before you pick again, maybe in the second round, go ahead and just take your guy. It doesn't really matter. Um, I am seeing that people are asking about week 1. You got to follow off-season schedule. We go to preseason tonight, and then we stop. Preseason advances are tomorrow. And then we go on into week 1 tomorrow night. So we'll not be in week 1 tonight. You can play a preseason game. You're more than welcome to do that, but we won't be in the regular season until tomorrow night. We do the preseason advances. I see Sewell was the next pick for the Packers at middle linebacker, and I don't remember offhand how well he came out. So we'll have to see the picture if Packers post it to see how well he does. And we're going to have a little time here because I don't know. Well, Saints is here. Okay, well, he took Torrance, and it's a very good pick. We talked about him right before the draft started. He had very good skills. And it'll be interesting to see how much his development comes out to be. We got a Gape at number 7. And he may be here, may not. We'll see. And I'm going to type in the chat for those that aren't watching. Week 1 starts tomorrow night. Yeah, and Chief, you have a point about this. I wasn't interested in a first round pick just based off of scouting these guys all year long. And then plus the money situation for me too was a factor, but I didn't see a lot of transcendent guys. They were good players, but no one that was really, an Elion Durant, for example, or Javon Cheek like last year. And Bengals are saying Golson came out 81. Did he post a picture? We need to see a picture of that guy. That was the one definite, for sure, corner. And yeah, it looks like Gabe's not here, at least in the first round. He might be sleeping in. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of really top players, I'd say. You're gonna see as we get deeper into it. I think this draft has more depth than some of the previous ones, and now we see the picture for Bryce Sewell, the 77 overall middle linebacker. Let's look at his attributes. Um, like the look at that 88 hit power. That's good. Definitely can upgrade to 84 block shed, 84 tackle, 86 pursuit. That's a good template to start out with. It's not bad. And I see Bengals posted the Golson pick. 94 speed, 94 acceleration. Yep, that's about right. Normal development's a little surprising, but it's like 85 man, 80 zone coming out. Cowboys took Milner, computer drafted him. Milner was a possession receiver. He will pair with Rashad Riley down there in Dallas. They have a nice pair of receivers. Riley's more of a game breaker. Milner, the possession type, not bad. And then the Oilers, yep, crummy quarterback. I didn't scout first round quarterbacks, but I'm assuming he's pretty good. Mariota led the league in interceptions last year. So, we'll be sure to see how that plays out down in Houston. And I see the picture for him. 92 throw power is always good. Good short and mid-range values, 83 and 85 to build with. That's good. All in all, not a bad pick. It's like 79 speed, too. Not bad. And Shamrocks, I will get to Von Miller. Don't worry. By week 1, he'll have his normal speed. So, don't worry about that. A couple picks have been made now. Looks like Eaton was the DN by the Seahawks. Big, strong DN. I think he's more of a run-stopping guy with good block shed. Had some good power moves, I believe. Staymates at running back. I don't know much about him. We'll have to see his card when Blake posts it. But we do know Blake likes to run the ball, so, you take a running back this early, you might as well be a run-first team unless you got multiple first-round picks. Then right behind that, the Colts take Carlisle. I believe Carlisle was a fast running back. I remember seeing that. So Colts are taking some speed at running back to help out that offense, which I think is a good move. Because defense, they seem to be pretty good with no matter who they have. I see the card posted for Reggie Torrance. He came out really well. Wow, 94 strength, 85 pass, 86 run, with quick development. Just his impact blocking's not very good, but that's a guy that, honestly, with impact blocking, those are good for guys that pull. You can put him at center. He can anchor your line for forever. Well, at least for a while. Centers don't really pull too often, so he can just sit there and just maul guys in the middle of that line. Unless you really want to work on that impact blocking, so when he pulls, he can be pretty good. And with 69 speed, 79 acceleration, that's worth it. You can work on that and make him really the more so perfect lineman. Patriots are on auto. He'll be on auto for the majority of the season. He's got some stuff going on. Rooks the DN, I believe. This is a good DN class, so I'm sure Rooks is pretty good. I don't remember him offhand, but he's probably a pretty good player. All right, Shamrock's on the clock now at 13. Hadn't seen that picture for Staymates at 10 yet, or I think Eaton at number 9. Let's post those pictures, guys, and see how those guys came out. So while we got this little lull in action, remember, no time limit here in the first round. Once we get to the second, we'll I'll stop the live show and then we'll go from there. So Shamrocks ended up taking Koistra, who's probably the best overall tight end. He had very good physical attributes besides his speed. He wasn't that fast, but his skills were pretty good. And if you need a tight end, he can probably start offhand. And Desperados make a good value pick by taking Robbins. Robbins had a very good storyline. He had pretty good skills. And I'm sure he'll be a very good player. Desperados always does a good job in doing his scouting work. Monarchs take another quarterback in Gunter. I didn't scout quarterback, so we'll see the card. on how that comes out. And then Jags. So Jeff takes the quarterback also. We got to run on quarterbacks all of a sudden. Gunter, I see the card Monarchs posted. 78 overall, quick development, 92 throw power. All the throwing attributes are in the 80s. It's going to be a good pick. Should not take him too long if you focus on development to get him to a superstar level. That's a good pick there in the middle of the first round. And then Jeff takes Wooten at quarterback. We'll see how that pick comes out. Yep, and then there's Robbins. Okay. 87 strength's a little disappointing, but at superstar development, if you really work on it, you can get that strength up pretty quick in a few weeks to in the 90 level. Pass blocking 84. Impact 83. If he's pulling run block 77, you got time to get that up, and it's cheap. Look at that speed and acceleration though, 74 and 84. Wow, you might want to put him at guard. With that kind of speed and acceleration, he can really move and get out there. Agility, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Agility is underrated in pass blocking. Doing some research, your tackles should have, your best tackle should have agility in the 70s. Ideally. Now we see the card posted for the quarterback Wooten that Jeff picked. Quick development, 74 overall, 90 throw power, 82 short, 82 mid, 75 deep. Speed 77. You know, he can develop for a year behind Bortles, and then he'll be really ready to go. I see Saints saying give him 5 weeks. But you know, you see 3 quarterbacks taken in the first. You know, this was a draft that you know, was pretty balanced. I think the D line was better than it's been in past years, just through scouting. Like I said, I didn't really scout quarterbacks with Moon there, but you know, there's still value. I remember some names that I put on my watch list that I know I want to target, you know, early in the second when I have my first pick. There's still a lot of value out there. Panthers are on the clock. I don't know if he's here. We'll see. Falcons will not be here, and then the Giants are up after them. Have we got pictures for? Let's go back through. Okay, Marshalls isn't here. And let me explain, Black Knights. The sliders are the way. If you're watching, the sliders are the way they are because we are not on All Madden. We are on All Pro. So the sliders are to compensate for the difference in All Madden and All Pro. I used to have the explanation in the rules, but then it made the rules so long that I took it out. But anyway, I see the Chiefs posted his card, Xavier Dada. Good speed, 86, 92 tackle, 86 pursuit. The thing Chiefs does, he doesn't usually play the draft picks early on. He'll develop them and then kind of bring them up, you know, as they get more developed. Let me skip Falcons real quick. Okay, so Falcons take a running back. Let's see if we got any more cards posted here. Nope. Okay. So Falcons took Bassey, and Adam Schefter's talking about him. So I don't know if he's good or bad. I don't remember scouting him. I think he was more of a power guy, if I remember. So I see how Cody has it set up. That's a good job. That's a good job, man. I'm not even looking at my stream, so I don't even know how I'm looking. I'm glad to see that, and I don't look totally like an idiot. So the Giants pick a center. Devlin, okay. Yeah, he'll be pretty good. I don't know if he'll be great, but he'll be a pretty good player. Um, so now the Shamrocks are on the clock with their second first round pick. Um, the Shamrocks cut a lot of people. And I've questioned this strategy before from them. First, initially, when we were starting the league, they let a lot of the original Steelers go. And, they finally made the playoffs last year, and then they cut all these guys. And I'm, confused. Like, you want to keep the people that got you there and then build on that, but I don't know, man. All right, so the Shamrocks took Emilio Northern, and he was a second round corner that projected as a first. I did scout him just because I had some extra points, and he came out really well. So that's a good job by Shamrocks by taking a corner that can start and definitely help you, um, at this point in the first round. The Defensive Player of the Year, Corey Tripp, I took him in the 20s back earlier um, in our league. I think that was the first draft, actually. And, he developed really well. Didn't have top end speed, but he ended up being a really good player. So you can take a corner down here and still get a really good player if you put time and effort into him. All right, so the Broncos are now taking a defensive end at Neblet. Like I said, most DNs are going to come out pretty good in this draft. We're going to skip the Vikings because they won't be here. And then the Vikings take McCray. Like they need another receiver. I mean, McCray didn't have the top end speed, but he had some good skills, and everything else is pretty good for him. So he'll probably end up being a pretty good player. I don't know how many balls he's going to get in that offense with Blackshear being there. But that's the Vikings pick at 24. So now the Bears are on the clock. And we're coming toward the end of the first round, and I'm going to post the off-season schedule so everyone understands that since we do have a couple of new guys. So everyone understands that we are not going to week 1 tonight. The preseason is important, and I'm a stickler for allowing everyone to have a chance to do everything they need to do. And those of you that have been here know that. Bears pick is in. They took Lehman at right guard, and he's going to be a pretty good player. So then the Jets take Livingston at free safety, and he was looking for free safety or safety help in general. And I know he tried to get Presley in free agency from when I had released him, and I think Urkel outbidded him. But that's not a big surprise. And he had a good storyline, but he didn't have a lot of skills, I believe. So it may take him a little time to develop. We'll see it when the card's posted. And I'm going to copy and paste in the off-season schedule right now. I'm posting it right after these picks. Yeah, alright, so there's Livingston's card, and I work backwards on that because I see a couple other ones. And then a couple more picks are in, so we'll talk fast here because we're getting toward the end. But Livingston, superstar development. 87 speed, 92 acceleration, 86 hit power, 6'2". Good traits for a safety to grow into. That's a good pick by the Jets. Lehman at guard, 75 overall, 90 strength is good. Got to work on that pass blocking a little bit. 73 pass block. Put all your XP towards that, Kyle. And then Neblet at DN, 21 years old. He had plenty of time to grow. Good power moves, 88 power move, 83 block shed, 3-4 verse DN. That's not bad. That's not bad. 6'4", 285 too. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. Welsh card posted for the Oilers. Quick development. Right guard. I said he was going to be a pretty good player, and he did come out pretty good. See, those of you watching, getting the draft tips, are getting a little bit of a bonus. Good job. Alright, so then we've got, let's see, the Bucks took Hecker at center. I think he's going to be the better center of those two that were available. Niners took Torbor at outside backer. I believe he was the best outside backer that was available. That's a good selection for them to help their defense, which is already good, to help propel them to become better and make the run that they did last season. And you look at him, he's got the card posted, 85 speed, pass rush guy. So 89 tackle. I can't see the rest of that; it's so small. But he looks like he's going to be a good player. 77 overall. That's something to work with. Um, see, the Eagles took Weldon at receiver. They did need receiver help. Well, they needed help a lot of places. That's why they traded down with me initially, and then we flipped number 4 for other stuff. So we'll see if that card's posted. Browns took another linebacker and Posey. He did let Christian Kirksey go in free agency. I believe he went to the Packers, if I remember correctly. And we'll see how that card comes out here in a minute, hopefully. And then you got the Super Bowl champs Rams now on the clock. And then that's when I'll end the live stream because I'm next. There'll be a brief pause in the draft as I transition from this setup. But it shouldn't take me, very long at all. And we'll see what the Rams do here. Now I see the card for Posey's been posted. Quick development, 75 overall. Posey was projected, I believe, as a 4th rounder, so the Browns are famous for trying to go and take the best guys that are not first round picks. Alright, so I'm going to pause right now. It's going to be the end of the draft analysis. See, the Rams took a defensive end in Bentley, and we'll see if the card comes out well. Alright, thanks for watching, and we're going to finish up the rest of this draft real fast.